Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a KitKat chocolate bar house, 3 of my favourite things combined into one. And not only will I show you how to make the house itself, but I have also designed the interior for you, which is surprisingly, you know what, it's not spacious, but there are 3 floors. Here are all of the materials that we will need throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these. Begin the build by placing 13 red concrete in a row on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And extend up by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then extend backwards by 3. 1, 2, 3. We then want to extend all the way down to the ground. And then extend across. Both join to the front of the build, but we also want to create the same shape that we have on the opposite side of the build over here. So it kind of reminds me of a paperclip for some reason. I have no idea why, but the point is, this is what we want to have. Next, we want to place a row of 13 brown concrete extending up from any one of these red concrete blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We are then going to extend forwards and down to the front of our shape, just like this. We are then going to extend the top corners of the brown concrete across and down to the opposite side of our house, just like this. And we can extend this block backwards and down, and then we can extend all the way across like this. The end result should look like this. Next, we are going to come all the way to the front of the build, and we are going to drop down. We want to begin by placing a red concrete in this position. We want to extend this block both all the way up until it is as high as the rest of the red concrete surrounding it, but we also want to extend all the way over to the right and then up so that it matches the opposite side, like so. We are then going to place a red concrete in this corner and this corner with white concrete in between. Then we will place on the very middle block, it should be fairly easy to see, you guys can see where that is, a red concrete, which we want to extend left to, right to, then extend this middle block up by 1, place a white concrete on top with 2 red concrete to the right, 2 red concretes to the left, white concrete on top of all of this, a red concrete here on the left, then a white, then 3 red, then place a row of white concrete on top of this, and then we place 1, 2, 3, 4 red concrete extending in from the right, extend this one up specifically, stick a white concrete on top of this, extend the white concrete left and right just like this, and the end result will look like that, which we now want to fill in with white concrete. So what this is the lower half of the KitKat wrapper. So we have the word Kit wrote out, and of course if we hadn't have torn this open so that we could eat the chocolate bar, then we would also have cat above, but we don't, we have the exposed chocolate instead. So we are now going to add some of the torn wrapper. We are going to do this by placing a red concrete here in front of this brown concrete and extend down to, and then place a white concrete And we'll do the same on the opposite side. We'll keep it nice and even. We'll place a red concrete here, down 2, then a white concrete. We will then place a white concrete here and here with red concrete on top, and then we'll extend up and then all the way over to the right. But over here, we can simply just place white concrete here and here with red concrete on top, and we just want to extend one block inwards. The end result will look like this. You could even shave off one of the white concretes if you wanted to, although to be quite honest, I do think it looks better with the extra white concrete. I suppose it's a personal preference. Next, let's turn our attention to the sides of the chocolate bar. First of all, we will place a row of red concrete here with smooth quartz stairs in front. Oak doors here, and then we are just going to fill the remaining part of the side in with red concrete at the base, and then once we hit the brown concrete, we will continue up and fill this area in with brown concrete, like so. On the side of the bar, we also have some torn wrapper, which starts off here. We place red concrete in front of this row, and then we add an extra block here and here with a white concrete here, just like so. And we will actually do the exact same thing on the opposite side, minus the doors and stairs. We'll fill the base of this in with red concrete, the wrapper part, and then we will fill the upper area in with brown concrete, the chocolate part. Just like this. Which, of course, leads us onto the torn wrapper, which starts here, row of red concrete, extra one here, white concrete there. Perfect. So on the back of the bar, we are going to have the same outer shape as the front of the bar, except it is made entirely with red concrete instead. The reason being is on the back of the chocolate bar, we would have like a bunch of ingredients and calories and all of that boring stuff, but instead, we're not going to try and have any of that, so we're just going to have a big red square like so that is the same shape as the front, and then we will just completely fill it in with red concrete. And before we move up to the actual chocolate itself, we have to make the same sort of torn wrapping that we have on the front. So we will place 1, 2, 3 red concrete here with a white concrete underneath. And the same on the opposite side to match. 1, 2, 3 and a white concrete here just to match. And then we will place a white concrete here with 2 red concrete on top. Extend one row inwards like so, and then let's do the same on the opposite side. So we'll place a white concrete here, 2 red concrete on top, extend inwards, and then just extend the top across. So it's a little bit different to the front, just to keep a little bit of variety. But now all we have to do is just fill in the actual chocolate itself. So we are just going to fill this little gap in here with red concrete, and then connect the brown concrete together just at the back. So starting here, extending all the way up, we will just fill this entire shape in using brown concrete. And then we can fill the very top of the bar in using brown concrete as well. So this naturally leads us onto the front of the chocolate bar, where it is a bit different than the back. We have all of the separated bars. On the back it's just smooth, but the front we have a bunch of separation. So to do this, we will be placing, starting here, 2 brown concrete, leave a gap, 2 brown concrete, leave a gap, 2 brown concrete, leave a gap, 2 brown concrete, just like so. And if we start off by extending the single inward brown concretes down. As a matter of fact, I might even create a road down here at the base and then extend upward just because I find it a little bit easier. We want to create all of these separations between each one of the individual fingers of the KitKat, like this, and then we can make the actual fingers themselves. So once again, I'm just going to extend up from the bottom, but the result is the same. There we go. That is 1, and then we just have to do this 3 more times. We're basically just filling in each one of these gaps, and this naturally creates the actual shape of the chocolate. And there we go, that is the outside of the house complete. With the entire outside of the house complete, we can now head inside and work on the interior. So the first thing we actually have to do is just fill the floor in with oak planks, as we don't currently really have a floor. And speaking of floors, we actually have to make a bunch of them. So starting in this corner here, because why not, we are going to leave a gap of 1, 2, 3, and then place an oak plank. And then do that again. 1, 2, 3, oak plank. And then naturally, if we were to 1, 2, 3, this is where the ceiling is going to be. So I'm actually just going to go with the theme of the chocolate bar, and I'm just going to fill where the brown concrete starts in with brown concrete. And this actually perfectly creates 3 separate even floors. So we are now going to extend our oak planks across and just fill in all of this empty space. It did occur to me that we could actually kind of keep the theme of the ground floor and have red concrete either side, but I don't particularly like that. We have to create space for stairs. The way that I'm going to do this, and I think it's easier to show you from the bottom. So the stairs are going to be on the opposite wall of the current floor. So as we walk in, we have a set of ladders that leads us up to here, onto the next floor. Which then, on this opposite wall, we have a set of ladders, leads us up to the final floor. I just prefer the layout this way. You could just have it all in one go, but I just find this easier. Next, we can decorate. So starting with the ground floor, all the way over here at the end, we will place a row of 2 bookshelves here on the right, and a row of 2 bookshelves here on the left. On the left side, we will leave a gap of 1, and then we want to make a TV stand by placing a sideways, upside down smooth quartz stairs, extend left 2, and then another upside down stairs. On the end here, or on the opposite side I should say, we will have a sofa, so that's a sideways smooth quartz stairs, extend right 2, and then flare sideways. It's actually kind of like the opposite but equal version of the TV stand. Leave a gap of 1, and then place a flower pot with an azalea in it, throw down a loom, open it up, place a white banner in there with black dye, and apply the bourgeois pattern. We're going to hang this on the wall, and then next to this here we will have a light grey glazed terracotta with a leaf on top. On this wall, we will make a small side table by placing a spruce trapdoor here and flipping up trapdoors next to it, item frame here, and then a tripwire hook inside. You could even have one above it. Next we will drop an armor stand next to this and a chest next to the armor stand. Lastly, we will have a painting above the stairs. This one's my personal favourite, feel free to change it to whichever you prefer. And once we've done that, we can move up to the next floor. So up here, we will begin by placing 2 bookshelves in this position. It's just 2 rows away from the ladder. These will also go all the way up to the ceiling. Smooth quartz stair here, end rod here, stair here, and then 2 rows of bookshelves extending up. Red carpet here, lantern here. Opposite these bookshelves, on this wall, we will place 1, 2 white concrete, furnace here, cauldron here, 2 white concrete, 2 block of iron, and then stone buttons in front of the iron, 2 item frames here, spruce trapdoors here, flower pots here, flowers inside of the flower pots, a lever here, and then white shulker boxes across the top, brewing stand here, detector rail here, and then lastly, you may choose to add some light grey glazed terracotta with oak leaves just at the end here. I'm not certain if I like this or not. If I did add them, I'd probably have them on both sides. I do think it looks kind of nice actually. Well, anyway, once you've made that decision, let's hop up onto the final floor. So up here, we are going to place 2 end rods extending from this block. 1 and 2. Red concrete on the end, drop down and extend red concrete across the top of the end rods. Extend this red concrete left by 1, 2, 3, and then down. We'll place a chest here, tripwire hook here, red concrete here, left, drop down like this, and then we will extend the red concrete across 2, and then drop down just like this. We will then place a double bed right here. We are then going to place a painting here. That's a nice one actually. And then we'll stick a door here. You could even place a door here on the bathroom as well. I'm going to have a mixture of red and white carpet just kind of surrounding the bed like this. I just think it looks nice. Alternatively, you could just have a rug in front of the bed as well if you think it's a bit too much. Or maybe even extend it 1 row outwards. Maybe even around the bed. There's a bunch of different options, quite honestly. And then on this wall, my favourite painting. Perfect, just opposite the bed. We have to create some banners, so we're going to throw down a limb, open it up, red dye in there with a white banner, apply the pally pattern, which we will then throw underneath these end rods. That looks great. I am contemplating whether or not a potted plant would look good here in this corner. I think it only kind of adds to the room, so I think we'll leave it. And then this leads us into the bathroom. So first of all, let's make a bath by placing 3 smooth quartz stair here against this wall. Extend 1 row inwards on both sides and then join in the middle. We can stick a flower pot here, lever here, stone button here. Then we can place on this wall a toilet, that's a cauldron with a spruce trapdoor. A waste bin with just by placing a flower pot. Upside down, smooth quartz stair here with a tripwire hook above. And then we can make a little bit of a carpet / bath mat using our alternate carpet. And we can also use our fancy banner here on this wall. And we can even create a little bit of a window on the back if we don't mind destroying some of the wrapper, which I don't. And with that final detail added, we can officially live inside of our KitKat house. Dreams do come true. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.